is a band name in a certain country that we're gonna find out today, along with other names that are banned in other countries. Welcome to Mythical More.
But first, we're going to donate $1,000 to Habitat for Humanity to aid in their mission to help people in local communities all over the world build and improve a place they can call home. And you can join us in giving at habitat.org.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a name. You're gonna guess the country it's banned, and then, take a shot at why it's banned there. For instance.
Okay, and we have a word bank. I can see
a country bank.
A word bank of countries.
A country bank.
All right.
IKEA.
Okay.
What?
IKEA is
a
the
name.
You cannot name your baby IKEA.
Well,
You can't
seems
change
like
your name to
it's
IKEA.
got to
I
be
guess.
Sweden. I mean, it's got to be Sweden.
I bet you in Sweden you can't name your kid any brand because there was some sort of brand infringement.
Yeah, you can't name your kid Walmart here.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can name them Walmart.
And you should.
And Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, quit while you're ahead.
Yeah. See how you can just make things happen with words?
But I am asserting that this is not an IKEA specific thing in Sweden. But I think it started because of IKEA. IKEA sued a child and won. And it set a precedent in the country that anyone would go to one of their posh prisons if they were named IKEA.
I like the name IKEA. IKEA.
Then just don't go to Sweden.
Come over here. I don't plan on having any more children. And if I do, I'm letting them name themselves.
What can you think of any other country besides Sweden that would not let maybe in Iceland or something, IKEA
Proximity to Sweden?
It means like butthole or something. But you can name your kid Butthole if you want to.
We're going to go with Sweden on this one, Stevie.
I see why you would do that.
Oh, so we're wrong.
You're wrong.
So we're going to go with
Malaysia.
the UK.
You're both wrong again. There's no real, I don't understand in particular why
There's no reason?
What is it?
it's Australia.
Australia.
What?
And the reason is not exciting, I'll say, for this one. We're not starting off an exciting.
Can you make it sound exciting?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, all right.
You just want me to tell you?
Yeah, please.
Oh.
Make it sound exciting.
It was deemed inappropriate for a child's name.
Oh, wow. Who does this deeming? Who does
The
deem
government,
this?
I'm guessing. The Australian government.
So does IKEA mean?
It doesn't mean. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
set.
It doesn't
It's
have to.
Australia.
It's a furniture store. And that's inappropriate. It isn't appropriate. You're right, but Australia, you got to get out of people's names.
You got to let people do.
Do they? They must have a long list of names,
Right.
If they're getting IKEA,
Yes.
like they're protecting a Swedish
What do they call Burger
furniture
King
company.
there? What do they call Burger King? Mr. Jack's,
Monroe's.
Big Jack's, Jack Rabbit,
Hungry Jack?
Hungry Jack.
Hungry
you can't
Jack.
name your kid Hungry Jack. You can't name your kid Jack because he might be hungry. But then he's a brand.
And we call a TV dinner Hungry Jack here.
Hungry Man.
But there's also Hungry Jack.
Is there Hungry Jack?
No. I thought there was.
But if the Hungry Man who's eating a Hungry Man is named Jack, he's a Hungry Jack.
How many names are outlawed in Australia? Can we do a little
According
side
to this,
Google?
it says 89. And the 89th name on the list is Virgin.
You can't name your kid Virgin?
Virgin?
I guess
What
not.
about Virginia?
Scrotum. I'm sorry. I'm just saying the ones
Scrotum is on the
that
list?
stand out to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get scrotum.
Like there is an official government list. that has the word
Bonghead
Scrotum.
is
on
at
it.
number 9. Bonghead.
Bonghead.
I think the way that we ought to be doing this.
Why is the list only at 89? And Bonghead is one of them.
I think this should be like a HOA situation. I think that we don't need a list of names that you can't name. I think when somebody has a name that enough people are like, I think you write a letter of complaint. Like, you're like, Dear Governor, or whatever the person in Australia is, my neighbor, I hear, named their kid Scrotum.
So you're snitching on Scrotum.
And I am saying that we should basically not have a Scrotum kid in our neighborhood. And if I can get enough of my neighbors to agree, they got to change the name. That's how that should work.
Panties.
Panties?
Panties.
Panties actually sound anti-panties.
This is protecting the kids. I get it, but
Yeah.
Australia, don't you have other things to do besides make
Smelly.
this list? Smelly?
Smelly.
Are you?
Yeah, this was not a good call, guys.
Given your examples, I don't understand how they stop at 89. I
Right.
mean, there's got to be like thousands of names.
Ugly.
I mean, yeah. Poo face,
Yeah, there's so many names. We can come up with 89 more right now that you shouldn't.
bong neck,
Bong leg. You can do
bong leg.
any bong and then any part of your body. Bong nose, bong eye,
Right. All the
bong
bongs.
mouth, bong ear,
Bong scrotum.
bong scrotum. Somehow that's acceptable.
Yeah, they cancel each other out.
Okay, next.
Enrique.
Enrique.
Now that's a good name, Enrique.
So I'm gonna go that with one. This is where another language has made Enrique sound like a dirty word.
So do you think that there's
Thinking about the way different
it sounds Malaysian?
different languages. sound.
Enrique might be.
And I'm not gonna just start trying to sound like I'm speaking other languages right
Yeah,
now.
come on, do it,
I'm
right?
not gonna do that.
Come on, man.
But Enrique, Iceland. I think it's Iceland. This means something bad. Because think about Reykjavik and think about all the words.
I don't-
Enrique.
Oh, I know why. Because they literally can't say it.
Ding, 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 ding.
I was right though, right?
Iceland, and because they can't pronounce it.
Hey, tag team.
Yes. I wasn't looking at you, so it was up to you to actually give me a good five.
You moved.
Which,
I moved.
that's messed up, to be honest.
The government can't say your
Yeah.
kid's name, so you can't name them that.
Hold on. If y'all can't say Enrique,
It has to have a.
there's a lot more names that y'all can't say too.
How long is there?
Henri-
Now I need to
Enrique?
Google
Enrique?
Iceland names. Let's see.
What about Ricardo?
Henri. You probably can't say Henri.
Let's see. I'm seeing a
I think you could learn how to say it. I'm just gonna
25 baby
challenge
names
y'all in Iceland.
banned in Iceland.
There's a lot of things that we can't say.
Ooh, I don't know if this is. I mean, this is from the Today Show. It says Duncan, Toby, Jerry, Jennifer, Layla, Amelia, August, Dominic, Eliza, Elliot, Emmanuel, Ethan, Francisco, Gray, Ian, Jamie, Johnny, Kenneth, Lionel, Mario, Noel, Philip, Ralph, Reese, Sven. Sven?
In Iceland?
In Iceland, you can't.
said Johnny.
Yeah.
I'm Johnny from Iceland. No, you're not.
That's impossible.
Nah, it can't happen. Johnny from Iceland.
Now you might be Clonny.
Kalani.
Facebook. The name Facebook.
Facebook.
I feel like I've heard this.
I think if you say Facebook in Swedish, it's okay, book.
Really? Oh, hold on.
That's how you would pronounce it. So
So it becomes offensive to the English ear.
it becomes, yeah.
I don't know about your reasoning there. I think it's Malaysia.
How would you say Facebook?
Didn't the guy, wasn't there
Spanish?
a bit of a dictator situation in Malaysia? Am I right or wrong about that?
A bit of a dictator?
A bit of a dictator.
He was a bit of a dictator.
A dictator. Like, I thought the Malaysian president was the guy that got a little bit enthusiastic about executing people. Like, he was like, I'll kill you if I catch you with cocaine. Like, it was like drug dealers get killed. Like, I thought that was Malaysia.
I
The
don't
fact
know.
checkers are
I mean,
at work. Are at
well,
work
it
on
says
this.
that it's a semi-democracy.
Right.
And so
that's
there's
sort of a dictator.
authoritarian I don't
Kind of
know
a
if it's.
Dictator.
I don't know.
So I'm just saying that it sounds like the kind of law that guy
I think it
would come up
You know
with.
what?
Can't be Facebook.
I think this is the United Kingdom because they don't like Facebook there.
You're both incorrect.
Oh, gosh. Saudi Arabia.
No.
Mexico.
Sweden.
Yeah, it's Mexico.
So why?
But
on
why?
earth do they not like Facebook?
Because if
It's specifically Sonora, Mexico. Just to help you out.
specifically Sonora.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say it's because if you're named Facebook, then when I go to Facebook and try to find you, I create all kinds of problems.
For the Mexican government.
If you ever tried to search Facebook on Facebook,
Oh,
don't.
excuse me, El Presidente. Someone is searching Facebook for Facebook.
It's a way to make a. Hey, have you ever Googled Google? Don't do it. You'll shut the website down. It's just a little hack, and so they know about that.
Have you ever
And so-
Googled Google?
Do you know how many old people Facebook search Facebook on an hourly basis?
Am I on Facebook? Facebook. Let me find out.
I was already there.
Well, hell yeah, I am here.
And by
There's
the way-
somebody in Mexico now. Oh, well, they're in trouble.
I have Googled Google a lot, probably thousands of times actually,
How?
because that's how I get to Google.
No.
Like, you know how the search bar on Safari or whatever
Oh, it's also the address.
is the address, but it's the search bar. So technically,
You're
I
not
Googled
Googling Google. You're doing a shortcut to get to Google.
Well, okay, thank you.
Also, the search bar in Safari and in
Chrome.
is Google.
Exactly. So when I type Google into that, I'm Googling Google.
But why don't you just type whatever you would be Googling on the Google page? Because you'd be doing the same thing, because it's the same thing.
Oh my God.
Am I right about that?
Exactly, dude. Exactly, dude.
So you haven't done that. If you have,
I have.
you've
That's how I
wasted
get
a
to
lot of
Google.
times.
And you know what pops up? Google.com. And then,
Yeah, unnecessary.
In order to
stuff.
search something, you search Google and then you click on google.com and you search within Google.
yeah, because that way it has everything that I like around it when I search it.
Because you know what? He might want to look up news about this or images.
Right.
We don't know what Link's interested in.
Safe search images.
Yeah, just keep safe search on.
That's what I do when I'm Googling Google. But Facebook, what's the reason?
It's because Sonora, Mexico prohibits names devoid of meaning. Which, I mean, Facebook does mean
It means a lot to some people. My mama.
Devoid of meaning.
That's a dumb reason, Sonora. I'm sorry.
I think it's a good-hearted reason.
Devoid of meaning.
But it's hard to, who's to say?
But most names in our part of the world don't have meaning. I mean, if you dig deep, you'll find some meaning. But like, what does Link mean? What does Rhett mean?
Well, Link actually does mean something.
But not to me.
What does Lincoln mean?
The link is the connection between two
Yeah.
things.
Right. Do you know what?
Not to me, it's not.
Do you know what your name means?
I did at one
Like
point.
it's okay. Here's the thing that would
Yeah.
be absolutely crazy to to many cultures in the world in which your name has so much meaning. To be like, there are people
Yeah.
in the United States and other
Crown.
places, and like they have a conversation like this. I did know what my name meant at one point, but like to not know, I don't know what Rhett means. Somebody gave me a little
Yeah.
bookmark one time that said Rhett, a river. And it probably isn't even true.
It means advice or counsel.
My name?
Yeah.
See?
In what? Sonora, Mexico?
No,
But does it mean
in
that?
general, Dutch origin, and then there's an English origin.
But it's wild. you
English
know?
origin, it's connected to the word read or read. And the Dutch origin is advisor, or one who gives advice.
What about Link? I think it means
Lincoln.
brook.
You think it means a river too?
Because I remember we looked it up and we were both water related
because of certain
It says
websites.
Lincoln means a settlement by water.
Yeah, it was a settlement by water, and my name meant a river, and so we were like, "Oh, it's Rhett and Link are next to each other, right?" And see, now Stevie's ruined it by saying my name means.
You sure
advice
Rhett doesn't
or
mean-
counsel.
Well, it says as a surname, it's derived from Old English, meaning strong and healthy or strong and powerful.
That's not getting us there.
It means I don't know. But let me just say this: I was reading a book recently, and there was, thank you. There was a Native American boy in the story, and his name was Old Woman from a Distance. And it was like legit. That was because it's just like his parents were like,
If I squint my eyes.
Old Woman from a Distance. And Eventually, one day he would be able to name himself something, but that means something.
He would be able to name himself something else?
Yeah, of course. But it means something.
Like, you're saying they called him...
In the language of whatever tribe he was a part of.
The meaning of his name
His
was
literal
that.
name. It would be like old woman from a distance. It would be like in English.
Oh.
That's how a lot of indigenous names are. But we're just like, we have this word that sounds, and then we don't even know. We have to Google it to find out what it is. I'm saying we should know what our names mean. That's the argument here.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't gotten very far here. We need to move on.
Okay.
Linda.
Yeah, we teased Linda pretty hard. We need to get to Linda.
Malaysia.
Linda.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I think it's
And this is the reason is pretty black and white.
Yeah, because it means
because it doesn't have.
fupa. Yeah.
There's not enough of a.
It means fupa in Saudi Arabian. Linda. Right?
No, the government opposes the usage
It's
of
too
several Western girls' names, including Linda, Alice, Elaine. I'm not going to Google the list because,
So you can't have a Western name?
Karen.
yeah,
There's a lot there too. We could add to that list.
could add a lot of Western names there.
Okay. We're on a
Okay,
roll
what
now.
about
Betty.
the name
We got it right here.
BRFXXCXMNPRXVCLMNCK11116,
This is it, right?
This-
which should be pronounced Albin.
No.
So here's the thing. This is someone who took me up on my offer of letting their baby name themselves.
Just
Put
here's
him in front of a
here's
keyboard.
keyboard.
You know, like this is how that.
So
kind of thing
somebody
happens.
did this in Sweden,
They let a baby name
Aha.
themselves.
and
As a
then they
joke.
said, "Nope, you can't name him that because we just made that particular name." See, that's why.
That's how these names happen.
I think this is just a bullcrap collection of letters. They limit the number of characters that in Sweden that a name can be because of their database.
There's not even a vowel in there.
Am I right? And there are numbers.
You're close. Swedish naming law states, in part, that names which for some obvious reason are not suitable as a first name will not be approved.
I
And
like this
this name was in protest of that specific law. That's the only reason the parents named their kid this.
Because that was the hill they wanted to die on.
But
right.
see, but that actually comes back to the HOA thing that I was talking about. Like a group of reasonable people decide if the name is suitable as a first name. We got to have some accountability. I mean, we're a social species here, right?
Yeah, we need to cooperate.
Yeah.
Okay, and then finally, your last two names are Lexus and Cyanide. Who do you think belongs to who?
Cyanide is a no-no in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of all the apples.
Even though it's a great name if it didn't mean what it meant.
You can't name someone something that could kill you.
This
Your
is,
your name can't be deadly.
yeah, it's interesting. It says a girl in the UK was named Cyanide, and the UK court ruled that cyanide could be interpreted as a rejection of the girl by her mother. There's a deeper story here, but.
Yeah.
And then.
Wow, so if they outlawed you insulting your kid with a name,
Like
Yeah, I guess so.
anthrax can't be
that's
anthrax.
good. That's good. It's because it's protecting the child.
Botulism.
Bonghead.
Bomb.
And then Lexus in Malaysia. Any guesses as to why?
They don't like luxury cars.
They disallowed Japanese car names.
Just
It can't be Toyota.
in general, or of just
That's
children.
what it says.
Oh, well, at least we know where you stand. Watch the first episode of Wonderhole Season 2 now on the Rhett and Link YouTube channel.
Fascinating.
New episodes drop every Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern.